Hello students, welcome to Pi Academy, the place for mathematics and science. Dear students, in today's class, let's continue the chapter Arithmetic Progressions. And do remember, this is 5th period of this chapter. In the 4th period, we were solving the problems given in exercise number 5.2. In that, total 8 were completed, right? And 9th one was given as homework. Hope that most of you might have done it. Anyhow, once I go for solving it, you just go for cross-checking whether your writing is correct or not. So this was the statement. It is, if the third and ninth terms of an AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively, which term of this AP is 0? The statement is so simple. Here, it has been given that third term and ninth term. How do you write third term? It is A3. Ninth term, it is A9. Third and ninth terms of an AP are 4 and minus 8 respectively. That means third term is 4 and ninth term is minus 8. Then here they have asked, which term of this AP is 0? That means 0 is a term of the AP, but which is the term? Whether it is 5th term, 10th term, 11th term, we do not know that. So, I take 0 as the last term. Then you are going to find out n. Then calculation. Dear student, to find out n, obviously you must use the formula. It is n is equal to a plus of n minus 1 into d. Right? Here we know an. We have to find out n. But a and d both are unknown. How do you find out a and d? Yes, you are right. By using these two terms, third term and ninth term. Here I will write. How do you write third term? Yes, it is a plus 2d. How much it is? This is 4. You may call it as equation 1. Then ninth term, it is a plus 8d is equal to minus 8. Call it as equation 2. So, these two equations look like pair of linear equations in two variables. Using the elimination method, go for finding a and d. Here the coefficient of a is same in both the equations. That's why I just go for subtracting equation 2 from 1. Then let us change the sign. Here plus is there, minus. Here plus, so this becomes minus. And here minus is there, this is plus. Plus a minus a get cancelled. Now it is 2d minus 8d. It is minus 6d. This is equal to 4 plus 8. This is 12. Then d is equal to 12 by minus 6. D is equal to, cancel it, it is minus 2. Followed? Even we want A. To find out A, let us substitute D in any one of these two equations. Here I will write, substitute D is equal to minus 2 in equation 1. Where equation 1 is A plus 2D. What is D? This is minus 2. Is equal to 4. Then a plus into minus minus 2 2s are 4 is equal to 4. Next, a is equal to 4. Transfer minus 4 to the right hand side becomes plus 4. Then a is equal to 8. Followed, we got both common difference and first term. Let us substitute them here. Here what is an? An is 0. Then a is, it is 8 plus of n, it is unknown. I'll write it as it is minus 1 into d. Common difference. Common difference is minus 2. Then 0, it is equal to 8. Multiply minus 2 with both the terms. Minus 2 into n, minus 2n. Minus into minus plus. 2 ones are 2. Then transfer minus 2n to the left hand side. It becomes plus 2n. Then 8 plus 2, 10. So n equal to 5. That means 0 is fifth term. See, here they have asked which term of the AP is 0. Fifth term of the AP is 0. So we can write conclusion. Therefore, 0 is fifth term. Clear? You can also cross check that. See that here. What is first term? 8. How do you get second term? By adding common difference. Add minus 2 to this, you will get 6. Then third term, minus 2 to this, you will get 4. Minus 2 to this, you will get 2. And minus 2 to this, it is 0. Count it. First term, second term, third term, fourth term, and this is fifth term. That's why I told 0 is fifth term. Our fifth term of the AP is 0. Clear? Yes, please go for copying. Yes, go through this. 10th one. It is the 17th term of an AP exceeds the 10th term by 7. Find the common difference. Is it not simple? Definitely. And is also very important. And this was given in the examination for 1 mark. So, as it was given in the examination, I put star mark. Observe it. Let's move on to calculation directly. There is a reason, because only one statement is there. See, the 17th term of an AP exceeds its 10th term by 7. Here I'll write 17th term. How do you write? It is A17. 17th term of an AP, it exceeds 10th term by 7. Means it is more than 10th term by 7, or 7 more than 10th term. So 10th term A10 plus 7. 17th term is 7 more than 10th term. How do you write 17th term? It is A plus 16D, right? 10th term, yes, you are right, A plus 9D plus 7 as it is. Observe it. Here is A and here is A. A is present on either sides of the equal. Therefore, you can go for cancelling. The reason is, when you transfer this A to the left hand side, it becomes minus A. Minus A plus A get cancelled. Next, 16D is there. Transfer 9D to the left hand side. Becomes minus 9D. Here on. Minus 9D, which is equal to 7. What is 16D minus 9D? This is 7D is equal to 7. Then D is equal to 7 by 7. Get cancelled. It is 1. Conclusion. What has been asked? The common difference. Therefore, the common difference is 1. Followed? Copy this. Observe. It is also one of the most important type of problem. So I will put star mark, and even it was also given in the examination. Please go through the given statement. Which term of the AP 3, 15, 27, 39 and so on will be 132 more than its 54th term? Hope that you have understood. Look here, once I write the given statement, it is AP is 3, 15, 27, 39 and so on. The question is, which term of this AP is 132 more than its 54th term? There is a term. That term is 132 more than its 54th term. Right? Then what does it represent? It is a term which is going to be found out. And this term is nothing but the last term. Hence you can call it as AN. Hope that you have understood. observe it. Here first term is 3. Then common difference a2 minus a1, 15 minus 3 is 12. Then an has been given because we have taken 132 more than 54th term as the last term. It is a54 plus 132. Then you are going to find out n. Let's move on to calculation. Obviously you have to use an formula, but we do not know the particular number which represents an. Hence, first let us find out this. An is equal to a54 plus 130, which is equal to, how do you write a54? It is a plus 53d plus 132 as it is. Then a, what is a? You can substitute that here. It is 3 plus 53 into common difference is 12 plus 132 is equal to 3 plus as it is. Now 53 12s are 53 10s are 530, 53 2s are 160. So 106. Both can be added, or else use the table 12. 12 3s are 36, 3 is the carry. 12 5s are 60 plus 3, 63 plus 132. Go for adding. It will be 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 3, 11. Carry 1, 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 3, 7. Then 1 plus 6, this is also 7. 771, this is an, that is the last term. This number is 771 is 132 more than 54th term. They have asked which term, whether it is 10th term, 11th term, 12th term, that is to be found out. Hence, here I'll write. We have the formula to find out nth term. N equal to a plus of n minus 1 into d. What is an? An is 771 is equal to a. A is 3. N is unknown, minus 1 into d. Common difference is, it is 12. Then 771 is equal to 3. Multiply 12 with both the terms. 12 into n, 12n, minus 12 ones are 12. Then 771 is equal to 12n as it is. 3 minus 12 is minus 9. Transfer minus 9 to the left hand side. 771 plus 9 is equal to 12n. Then 771 plus 9 is 780 by 12 is equal to n. N is equal to, you can cancel it. It is 6 2s are, then here 6 1s are, 1 will remain, 18, 6 3s are, then 0s are. Again you can cancel it. 1s are, 6s are, 5s are. N equal to 65. So conclusion, therefore 65th term will be 132 more than 54th term. Hope that you have understood. Yes, please go for copying this. Hope that you have copied. Dear student, this is one method from which we have found out that. We can also find out the same by another method. Look here we have found out nth term separately. But here in this method, I will go for substituting nth term directly. Just observe here. We all know that n equal to a plus of n minus 1 into d. Right? Then what is an? An is, this is 54th term plus 132. It is a54 plus 132 is equal to, write a plus of n minus 1 into d as it is. Then a54 can be written as A plus 53D plus 132 is equal to, this is A plus of N minus 1 into D as it is. Now see, A and A get cancelled. Now substitute D. What is D? That is 12. So 53 into 12 plus 132 is equal to N minus 1 into D is, it is 12. Now go for multiplying. 12 3s are 36, 3 is the carry, 12 5s are 60, 60 plus 3, 63. 636 plus 132 is equal to, multiply 12 into N, 12N minus 12 ones are 12. Add these two, 2 plus 6, 8, 3 plus 3, 6, 6 plus 1, 7, 768. Transfer minus 12 to the left hand side, it becomes plus 12 is equal to 12N. Add these two, 8 plus 2, 10 carry 1, 1 plus 6, 7, 7 plus 1, 8. It is 780 is equal to 12N. N is equal to 780 by 12. Cancel it. 12 6 are 72. 72 again 6 will remain, 12 5 are. So N equal to 65. So conclusion. See the answer is same. Therefore 65th term will be 132 more than its 54th term. Followed? Yes, you may follow any one of these two methods. I have shown both. Copy this. Dear student, observe this one. This statement was given for 1 mark in the examination. I put star mark for this. Once you go through the given statement, it is 2 APs have the same common difference. The difference between their 100th terms is 100. What is the difference between their 1000th terms? You say that 1000, 10,000, 100, like this option may also be given. Very simple one it is. First let me write the statement. Here they are given 2 APs. As 2 APs are given, I go for taking the terms. For one AP I take the terms in capital letters, and for second AP small letters. Got it? Observe. 2 APs have the same common difference. Common difference of first AP, let it be D. Common difference of second AP, it is small d. These two are equal from the statement. The difference between their 100th terms. What is the 100th term of first AP? It is A100. Another one, small a 100. It is equal to 100. What you are going to find out? The difference between 1000 term, A100, capital A100 minus small, 1000 minus small a 1000. This is to be found. Very simple it is. Observe it. As you are going to find out the difference between 1000th terms of both the APs. Okay. We can write like this. How do you write 1000th term? It is A plus 999D. Here I will write A plus 999D. Followed? Minus of, it's very important. A 1000 should be written inside the bracket because here is minus. A 1000, it is A plus 999D. Hope that you have understood. It is equal to A plus 999D as it is, multiplied with minus sign. Minus A, minus into plus, minus 999D. We all know that small d and capital D same. Here 999D minus 999D get cancelled. It is equal to A minus A. And do you say that it is the difference? We want the value. So that is why I go for using the difference between 100 terms because it has been given. Using this only we should find it out. Here are right. A100 minus a small a100 is equal to 100. They only have given a100 can be written as capital A plus 99 capital D minus of small a100. It is small a plus 99 small d. It is equal to 100. Then a plus 99d multiply with minus a minus 99d is equal to 100. We know that common differences are same, hence these two terms get cancelled. Remaining a minus a, capital A minus small a is equal to 100. Now I am going to substitute the same here. What is a minus a? This is 100. So we can write a 1000 minus small a 1000 is equal to 100. Hope that you have understood. See the difference between 100 terms is 100. 1000 terms, many students will go for writing 1000, but it is 100 only. Clear? Yes, please copy this. Dear students, go through 13th one and 14th one. These two have already been solved in worked examples only. See, the first one is how many 3-digit numbers divisible by 7? Even it was given in the test as well. Then how many multiples of 4 lie between 10 and 250? Both were over. You can go through those worked examples. Now, let us focus on 15th one. Observe this carefully. For what value of n are the nth terms of two APs? 63, 65, 67 and so on. And 3, 10, 17 equal. Nth term of these two are equal. Here, let us go for taking the APs one by one in data. I'll take the first AP. It is equal to 63, 65, 67 and so on. Next, second, in this only, I'll write all the terms. What is the first term? I take this as capital A. A is equal to 63. Common difference? It is capital D is equal to 65 minus 63. It is equal to 2. Let me take second AP. Second AP is 3, 10, 17 and so on. Here I'll take small letters. Small a. First term is 3. Common difference is 10 minus 3 is 7. Observe that. Yes. Observe. They have given the nth terms of two APs are equal. So here I'll write the number of terms will also be equal. Hence I take capital N as the number of terms in first AP, small n it is in second AP. It is equal to, I take this as x. Hope that you have understood. Next, from the statement, nth term of first AP is equal to nth term of second AP. That is AN. Even you no need to take this. In both the side you can take n only. Observe AN. This capital AN can be written as A plus of n minus 1 into capital T. This small an, it is A plus of n minus 1 into D. Hope that you have understood. Just here I have avoided to take x. Directly I have taken n. Next, let's go for taking substitution. Capital A is 63 plus of n minus 1 into capital D. This is 2. Small a is 3 plus of n minus 1 into D is 7. Now this is 63 plus multiply 2 into n 2n minus 2 ones are 2 3 plus 7 into n, 7n minus 7 ones are 7. Now 2n, what is 63 minus 2? It is 61 is equal to 7n, 3 minus 7, it is minus 4. Now separate algebraic terms and constants. Here 61 is there, transfer minus 4 to the left hand side becomes plus 4. Then 7n as it is, transfer 2n to the right hand side, it becomes minus 2n. 61 plus 4, this is 65, is equal to 7n minus 2n, it is 5n. n is equal to 65 by 5, this will be 30. Followed? Hence we can write the 13th term of both the AP will be equal. Here I write. Therefore, the 13th terms of both APs are equal. Hope that you have understood. So you may go for copying this. Hope that you have copied. You can also verify that. See, we have said that 13th term of both the APs will be equal. Just for your information only, just verify that 13th term of first AP, that is A13 is equal to A plus 12D, right? What is capital A? 63 plus 12 into capital D, it is 2. 63, 12 2s are 24, this will be 87. Is it not? Then 13th term of second AP, it is A plus, again 12D. What is small a? This is 3 plus 12 into D is 7. This 3 plus 12 sevens are 84. 3 plus 84, 87. See, 87, 87. Got it? If you want, you can go for writing that. Dear students, here in this exercise, 16th one, 17th one and 18th one. These three have already been solved in worked examples. Now I have taken directly 19th one. Observe it. It is also very familiar and also general question. The reason you can come to know that after reading this. Go through this. Here it is. Subbarao started work in 1995 at an annual salary of rupees 5,000 and received an increment of rupees 200 each year. In which year did his income reach 7,000? Followed? Very simple. If you want to calculate that generally, see that this is in 1995. What was his salary? It is 5,000. Then they are asking in which year his salary will be 7,000 if his year increment is rupees 200. Look here, 5,000. It becomes 5,200. Next 5,400, 5,600, 5,800, then 6,000. Next, it is 6,200, 6,400, 6,600, 6,800 and 7,000. Observe, it is 95, 1995, 96, 97, 98, 99. It is 2,000. Then 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005. So, in the year 2005, his salary will be 7,000. Got it? But it should be shown with logical steps, that is using formula. Let us go for that. Observe. Here I write. Subbarao started work in the year 1995 at an annual salary of rupees 5,000. Here I write. Subbarao's annual salary in 1995. How much it is? Rupees 5,000. Next, what is here? Is here year increment rupees 200. Subbarav's year increment, it is equal to rupees 200. Then, in which year did his income reach 7,000? Here I'll write year in which salary will be rupees 7,000. This is the statement. Observe it. You can come to know that Subbarav's annual salary in 1995, 5,000. What about his annual salary in the year 1996? It will be 5,200. Hence, we can write according to the given situation, we can write in 1995, 5,000 rupees. Next, 1996, 5,200. Next, 5,400, and so on. At last, it is 7,000 rupees. Followed? Is it in AP? Definitely. How do you say that? Because the difference is 200. Look here 200, 200. Annual increment is 200. Here, right. It forms an AP. Using that AP concept, we should find out. Here, first term. What is the first term? It is 5,000. Common difference, they only have given 200. If you want to calculate, you can. 5,200 minus 5,000. It is equal to 200. Then what does 7,000 indicate? That is AN. AN is 7,000. Let us find out N. What is the formula? N equal to A plus of N minus 1 into D. AN is 7,000. A is 5,000 plus of N minus 1 into. What is the common difference? It is 200. Then transfer that to the left hand side. 7,000 minus 5,000 is equal to, multiply 200 with both the terms. 200 into N. 200 N minus 200 into 1, 200. 7,000 minus 5,000, it is 2,000. Transfer that to the left hand side. Plus 200 is equal to 200 N. 2,000 plus 200, it is 2,200. It's equal to 200. Then here 0, 2, 0, 2, 0 get cancelled. N is equal to 22 by 2. N is equal to 11. So 11th year. Which is that 11th year? You can count it. Observe it. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11th year is 7,000. Followed? Yes. You can write. So, conclusion. Therefore, Subbarav's salary will be rupees 7,000 in the 11th year. That means in 2005. Followed? See, actually it is 995. Don't add 11 to it. You have to add 10 because we have included 995. Clear? So that is why we have to add 10. It will be 2005. Followed? Please go for copying this. Here I'll write including 1995. Including 1995, 11th year. So it will be 2005. Hope that you have understood. Copy the same. Observe 2012. It is like this. Similar to previous one. Here their salary was given, but here savings has been given. Ramkali saved ₹5 in the first week of a year and then increased the weekly savings by ₹1.75. If in the nth week our weekly savings become ₹20.75, then find out the number of weeks she took to save this much. Followed? Here, let us write the data. Ramkali's first week's savings. Here I will write Ramkali's first weekly saving. It is ₹5. Then see that she increases her weekly savings by ₹1.75. Then here I write increased weekly savings ₹1.75. Then what about our weekly savings in the second week? It is 5 plus 1.75, right? Then our weekly savings in the nth week. Ramkali's weekly savings in the nth week, it is equal to ₹20.75. We have to find out n. Here I'll write calculation. From the statement, we can write, observe it, in the first week our saving was ₹5. Next week it increases by 1.75, that is 5 plus 1.75. Then next week it is again it increases by 1.75, 5 plus 1.75 plus 1.75 and so on. At last it will be 20.75. This can also be written as 5. Next add these two, it will be 6.75. Add this 1.75, 1.75, 3.5 plus 5, 8.5 and so on. It's equal to 20.75. Here our increased weekly savings, it is fixed. Every week she increases her savings by 1.75. Therefore, it forms an AP. It forms an AP. Followed? Now, let us go for using the formula. Before that, let us write all the terms. What is A? First term is 5. Common difference, they won't have given 1.75. Then AN, it is 20.75. You are going to find out N. That has already been mentioned. Here, N is equal to A plus of N minus 1 into D. This is the well-known formula. Just go for substituting. It will be 20.75 is equal to A is 5 plus of N minus 1 into D is 1.75. Then 20.75 is equal to 5 plus, multiply 1.75 with both the terms. It is 1.75 N minus 1.75. Clear? Then 20.75 minus 5 is equal to 1.75 N minus 1.75. How much it will be? So this will be 15.75. transfer this to the left hand side. Plus 1.75 is equal to 1.75 n. 15.75 plus 1.75. It will be 15 plus 1, 16. 0.75, 0.75. It will be 3.5. Right? You can go for adding 15.75, 1.75. 0.75, 0.75, it is 1.5. 0, carry 1, 15, carry 1, 17, 1. It is 17.5. It is equal to 1.75 n. So n is equal to 17.5 by 1.75. Ones are tens. N is equal to 10. So in 10th week, our weekly savings will be 20.75. Therefore, Ramkali's savings will be rupees 20.75 in 10th week. Here, hope that you have understood. Please go for copy. Dear students, so far we have discussed about the progression, arithmetic progression. Now, let's go for focusing on its continued part. The exercise number 5.2 has been completed. In the next part, again I am going to take the progression, but you should identify which progression it is. Here I'll write 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. What type of progression it is? Yes, you are right. It is arithmetic progression. Now here I'll write. Could you tell how many terms are there in this? Yes, there are 10 terms. Then what is the first term? 1. Common difference? 2 minus 1. That is also 1. Next I'll write one more. 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Is it AP? Definitely. It is also AP. First term? 2. Second term? 4. Common difference? 4 minus 2 is 2. Could you tell how many terms are there in this? Yes, you are right. There are 10 terms. Don't say that it is 20. 10 terms. 2, first term, 4, second term. This is third, fourth, like that. 20 will be 10th term. Similarly, 3, 6, 9, 12 and so on. What type of what type of progression it is? It is also arithmetic progression. First term is 3, second term 6, third term 9, common difference 9 minus 6, 3. Could you tell how many terms are there? There are 10 terms, right? Okay. Observe. Now, these are the terms in the AP. Let us go for adding these and tell the sum. If you go for adding all these numbers, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus and so on, up to 10, how much you will get? The sum will be 55, right? If you go for adding these, that is 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus so on, and it will be, this will be 110, right? And what about this? 3 plus 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus so on plus 30, this will be 165. Got it? Can you tell what we have done here? Here we have added all the terms of the AP. Then you get a sum. Do you know what it is called? Yes, the sum of terms of the AP, that is called arithmetic series. Please do remember. Here I'll write arithmetic series. Very simple. Series. That is, progression is nothing but sequence. In case of sequence, we just go for writing the terms. If you go for adding those terms, you get new statement that is called arithmetic series. The sum of terms of AP is called arithmetic series. Here I write the sum of terms of an AP is called arithmetic series, followed and is abbreviated as AS. If you go for taking A plus D, A plus 2D and so on, and so on, A plus of n minus 1 into D. Could you tell what it is? It is the general form or standard form of AP. But when you go for adding all these terms, see that A plus of A plus D plus of A plus 2D plus so on plus of A plus of n minus 1 into D, it is called the standard form or general form of AS, arithmetic series. Here I will write standard form of AS. It is A plus D plus A plus 2D plus so on. And this whole sum, here how many terms are there? There are n terms. The sum of these n terms can be written as SN. This is the standard form or general form of AS. Then how to find out the sum of n terms of an AP? Here we have particular number of terms, but if it is so like this, there are n number of terms. To find out their sum, we have a formula. Let us go for deriving that. That is sum of n terms of AP. Let me write that. Dear students, if I take the progression, that is arithmetic progression 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on up to 100. So this is the nth term. 100 is the nth term. To find out the nth term of an AP, we have the formula, that is n equal to A plus of n minus 1 into D. If you go for adding all these, that is 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus so on plus 100, then to find out the sum of the terms of an AP, we have a formula. Let us go for deriving that. Here I have written the heading sum of n terms of AP. Here I write let A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on, A plus of n minus 1 into D, B and AP. Followed. Now observe here. I will go for adding all those. Then it will be A plus of A plus D plus of A plus 2D plus so on plus of A plus of n minus 1 into D. I take this sum as SN. Followed. Even we can also write this in the reverse order as, see that this is A plus so on. Here A plus of n minus 1 into D. Followed. You can also write A plus D plus A plus 2D and so on, A plus of n minus 1 into D. Then just go for adding all these. Let us add both the equations. 1 time Sn, 1 time Sn. It will be 2 times Sn. This is equal to. Go for adding this. This is, when you add these two, you will get 2A plus of n minus 1 into D. Clear? Plus so on. Here also the next term. Again it will be 2A plus of n minus 1 into D and so on. At last, this is last term and this last term, and it is 2A plus of n minus 1 into d. Followed? In between the terms, you all may be thinking that what about the term here? See, its previous term will be a plus of n minus 2 into d. A plus of n minus 1, 2 into d. Next, a plus of n minus 3 into d, and so on. Just go for adding the second term. Look at a plus d, then this a plus of n minus 2 into d. Then it will be a plus a, 2a. Here d is common. Then it is 1 plus n minus 2 into d. 2a plus n, 1 minus 2 is minus 1 into d. Again we will get 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. You can write that one. 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Plus again 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Again 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. At last 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. How many times? There are n times 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Hope that you have understood. You are right. 2 into Sn is equal to, there are n times 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Followed? And this can also be written as Sn is equal to n by 2. Transpose 2 to the denominator. N by 2 into 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. So this is the formula used to find out the sum of n terms of NAP. Chance of giving the derivation in the examination, so that I have taught this one. Very simple. Write the standard form of the AP, then go for adding all the terms. You will get SN, sum of n terms. Then write it in the reverse order. Then go for adding. You will get 2 times Sn, then 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Total n times. Then transpose 2 to the denominator. It will be Sn equal to n by 2 into 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Remember this. And this can also be rewritten as Sn equal to n by 2 into, Sn equal to n by 2 into, here 2a is there, I am going to split it up, a plus a remaining, plus of n minus 1 into d. What is a plus of n minus 1 into d? This is an, nth term, right? So we can write Sn equal to n by 2 into a plus, it is an. Followed? So this formula can be used to find out again the sum of n terms of an AP if and only if, when you know the number of terms of the AP, first term and the last term. Got it? Here number of terms, first term and common difference. You can use this formula. Number of terms, first term and the last term. You can use this formula. And we all know that last term can also be represented with another letter L. You can also rewrite this as Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus L. Follow? Number of terms, first term, last term. And one more information for you all. Observe it. Here, could you tell what are these numbers? What type of numbers are these? These are natural numbers. You will go for adding all these natural numbers. Then at last, we do not know how many are there. There are n number of natural numbers. You will go for adding all these. I call this as Sn, sum of first n natural numbers. This can be found out again by this formula. Sn equal to n by 2 into a plus n. How? Look here. Number of terms n by 2. A is first 1 plus. L is last term. Last term is n. You can write n plus n square by 2. Sn is equal to n plus n square by 2. This can also be written as n into n plus 1 by 2. This is the general formula used to find out sum of first n natural numbers. Later we will discuss more about this. You copy up to here. Hope that you have written this. Now observe it. Could you tell what does Sn indicate? The sum of n terms of AP. If I write S1, what does it mean? Do you say that sum of one term? Please do remember, if you want to find out the sum, there must be minimum 2 numbers. If it is S1, it is nothing but first term. It is A only. Followed? If it is S2, meaning of S2, the sum of 2 terms. Sum of first 2 terms. That means A1 plus A2. If I write S3, it is the sum of first 3 terms. That is A1 plus A2 plus A3. If I write S4, sum of first 4 terms. This is A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4. Hope that you have understood. There is a difference among A1, A2, A3, A4 and S1, S2, S3, S4. A1 is first term. A2 is second term. That is A plus D. A3 is third term. A plus 2D. A4 is fourth term. A plus 3D. Whereas S1 is first term. S2 is sum of first 2 terms. A1 plus A2. S3 is sum of first 3 terms. S4 is sum of first 4 terms. Yes, please go for copying this also in note up to here. Now we shall focus on worked examples. Please copy this. And the first question, this is find the sum of the first 22 terms of the AP. Followed? Here, write data. The AP is 8, 3, minus 2 and so on. In that, how many terms are there? There are 22 terms. Clear? Here I'll write A, first term. What is first term? 8. Then common difference, how do you write? It is second term minus first term. 3 minus 8, it is minus 5. Got it? Next, what does 22 indicate? It is n. There are 22 terms. And you are going to find out the sum of these 22 terms. That is Sn or S22. Calculation. To find out the sum of the terms of AP, we have a formula. What it is? This is Sn equal to n by 2 into 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Got it? Substitute. What is n? N is 22 by 2. 2 into where A is 8 plus of n is 22 minus 1 into d. Common difference is minus 5. Therefore, it should be written inside the brackets. Next, observe, you can go for cancelling. 2 ones are 2 11s are. Next, 8 2s are, it is 16. Here, 22 minus 1, it is 21 into minus 5. Don't go for subtracting. 11 into 16 plus into minus. Now 21 5s are. 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10. This is 105, minus 105. 11 into 16 minus 105. Subtract 105 and here is 16. 15 minus 6 is 9. 9 will remain. 9 minus 1 is 8. Greater number sign is minus. It will be minus 89. Now multiply with 11. Minus as it is. 11 9s are 99. 9 is the carry. 11 8s are 88. 88 plus 9 is 97. So Sn is minus 979. Okay. here the terms are decreasing, you will get negative numbers. When you go for adding the negative numbers, again the sum will also be negative. That is why we have got Sn or S22 is minus 979. Here I will write the conclusion. Therefore, the sum of 22 terms is minus 979. Hope that you have understood. Please go for copying this. Observe second one. This is also very simple. Find the sum of the AP 2, 7, 12 and so on up to 10 terms. And don't think that it is last term. It is total in this 10 terms are there. Number of terms here is 10. Then write the data with me. What is the first term? A is 2. Common difference 7 minus 2 is 5. 10 indicates it is n. Then you are going to find out sum of those 10 terms, that is S10. Calculation. Formula Sn is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus r n minus 1 into d. Now substitute. What is n? N is 10. 10 by 2 into 2 into a. A is 2 plus r. N is 10 minus 1 into d. Common difference is 5. It is equal to 1s are 5s are 2 2s are 4 plus what is 10 minus 1? 9. 9 5s are 45. I have written it directly. 5 into 45 plus 4. This is 49. So half of 490. You can write that or else multiply. 5 9s are 45. 4. 5 4s are 20. Plus 4 24. So Sn equal to 245. We can write. Therefore, the sum of 10 terms is 245. Hope that you have understood. Yes, please go for copying this. Dear students, observe here. Here I have written 3 statements. There is a difference. Observe first one. In first one, these are the terms in AP, right? And in this AP there are 11 terms. If they may ask you to find out the sum of these terms up to 11 terms. Clear? Here n 11 is n, that is number of terms. You come across this 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus so on up to 11 terms. Again here also 11 is n, that is number of terms. We should add first 11 terms of this AP. Whereas in third case 2 plus 4 plus 6 plus 8 plus so on plus 40. So in this there is 40 which represents the last term. At last we have 40. They are not given the number of terms. So this is the first term. It is 4 is the second term. 6 is the third term. 8 is the fourth term. And likewise 40 is the last term. That is nth term. But these are number of terms. Hope that you have understood. Now let us go for taking one problem related to this, where we have to find out the number of terms when the last term is given. Dear student, observe this one. This is third one. It is just like this example. Here you are going to find out the sum. 34 plus 32 plus 30 plus so on plus 10. Could you tell what does this 10 indicate? Yes, it indicates the last term. Let us go for finding the sum in this. To find out the sum, we must use the formula Sn equal to n by 2 into 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. There, have they given a? Certainly. Then common difference? There is. But do you know the number of terms? Number of terms, it is unknown. So after finding number of terms, you can find out the sum. Let me tell you how it is. First, let us write the data. Here, a is 34 and common difference d, it is 32 minus 34, which is equal to minus 2. Then 10 is, this is the last term, and you are going to find out the sum of all these terms. But we do not know the number of terms. First, let us find out the number of terms. How do you go for finding the number of terms? Yes, by using an formula. N equal to a plus of n minus 1 into d. Followed? It is. The reason is, last term is given. N is 10. A is 34 plus of n minus 1 into d. What is the common difference? This is minus 2. Now here is 10, which is equal to 34. Multiply minus 2 with both the terms. It is minus 2n. Minus into minus plus 2. Then 10 is equal to 34 plus 2. It is 36 minus 2n. Transfer minus 2n to the left hand side. Becomes plus 2n. This is equal to 36. Transfer 10 to the right hand side. Becomes minus 10. Then 2n is equal to 36 minus 10. It is 26. N equal to 26 by 2 is 30. We have come to know there are 13 terms, right? You can count it. See, 34, 32, 30, then 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, then 18, 16, 14, 12, 10. Right? Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See, there are 13 terms. Clear? And now we have to find out the sum. We have a formula. Sum is equal to Sn. N by 2 into 2a plus of n minus 1 into d. Is it necessary to use that formula? No. The reason is, we know the last term. I have already told you the formula used to find out sum of n terms of the AP when you know first term, common difference, last term and number of terms. Common difference is not necessary. We can use the formula n by 2 into a plus an, right? Because all these are known. Where n is 30 by 2 into a is 34 plus nth term an is 10. It is equal to 13 by 2 into 34 plus 10, 44. 1s are 22s are. Multiply. 22 3s are 66. 6 is the carry. 22 1s are 22 plus 2, 28. So 286. The sum is 286. Hope that you have understood. Even by using that formula also, you get the same value. 286. Okay. Dear student, today we have solved very important types of problems. Please work out them today itself without fail. And one more, similar to this, today I will just give one problem for homework. You can practice it. That problem is, it is find the sum. It is like this: 7 plus 10 and half plus 14 plus so on plus 84. Hope that you are able to do this one. Here also we have the last term, but number of terms is unknown. First find out n, then you can go for finding Sn. Yes, you may copy this, and this is for homework. Okay. Repeatedly I have been telling, please work out all the problems what we have done today. And with this, let us go for finish the class. Thank you very much.